She is the living embodiment of transformation. For over 70 decades, Cher has defied every rule in the entertainment industry, refusing to fade, refusing to be defined by age or tragedy. She is a woman who turned ruin into reinvention, a goddess draped in sequins and shadows, a warrior of music, fashion, and survival. Her career is not merely a collection of hits and films. It is a profound saga of a woman who was perpetually underestimated. Cher has shattered records, endured public ridicule, worn crowns of diamonds, and carried the scars of betrayal. She is fundamentally the voice that refuses silence. Her name is Sherilyn Sarkisian. Sherilyn Sarkisian was born in El Centro, California in 1946. Her childhood was a carousel of instability marked by crushing poverty and frequent moves. Her mother, Georgia Holt, a struggling actress and singer, was her only constant source of inspiration, instilling in her the belief that she was destined for something greater. Her father, John Sarkisian, an Armenian truck driver, was often absent and battled addiction, leaving an indelible mark of early trauma. School was a relentless challenge. Cher was severely dyslexic, a condition largely misunderstood at the time, leading teachers to label her as slow or strange. Feeling invisible and marginalized, she dropped out at the age of 16. With only ambition and a deep hunger, she moved to Los Angeles, taking anonymous work as a backup singer, waiting for fate to intervene. Her destiny arrived in 1962, in the form of Sonny Bono, a musician and producer almost a decade older. He saw her star potential, and their partnership, romantic and professional, culminated in the duo Sonny and Cher. Their first hit, I Got You Babe, 1965, exploded globally, making them the bohemian style icons of the counterculture. Their fame transcended music with the massive TV success of the Sonny and Cher Comedy Hour, 1971 to 1974, which brought their witty, bickering stage persona into American living rooms. Behind the scenes, however, the relationship was deeply unequal. Sonny, as her manager and husband, structured their contracts in a way that gave Cher almost no financial control or autonomy, leaving her financially dependent on him. The marriage imploded in the early 1970s, and the subsequent divorce was famously messy and public. Cher was left near bankruptcy despite her global fame, a harsh lesson that immediately forced a rapid, fierce reinvention. Refusing to be defined by her ex-husband, Cher immediately launched a solo career that proved her enduring talent. She scored massive hits like Gypsies, Tramps and Thieves, The Dramatic Narrative of Half-Breed, and Dark Lady. These songs cemented her as a solo powerhouse, establishing her flair for theatricality and unique storytelling in pop music. She further conquered television with her own wildly popular program, The Cher Show, where her boundary-pushing costumes and sharp wit made her a primetime sensation. Cher's search for love after Sonny led to a passionate but chaotic union with rock legend Gregg Allman of the Allman Brothers Band. They married just days after her divorce from Sonny was finalized in 1975. This marriage was defined by instant turmoil, primarily due to Allman's severe struggles with heroin and alcohol addiction. The chaos began immediately. Cher filed for divorce only 9 days after their wedding, though they soon reconciled. Their volatile relationship was marked by intense love and public strife, and she was forced to leave him when he slipped into a drug-induced coma. Later, upon the birth of her second son Elijah Blue, Cher gave Greg another chance, hoping fatherhood would change him. But addiction prevailed. Cher ultimately chose the safety of a child over the destructive romance, ending the marriage in 1979. This painful episode taught Cher the difficult lesson that love alone is not enough to save someone. After the chaotic 70s, Cher shocked Hollywood by abandoning easy musical roles to commit to serious acting. Her commitment began with the low-budget Broadway play Come Back to the Five and Dime, Jimmy Dean, 1982. This bold risk, though not commercially huge, proved her dedication to her craft and ultimately led director Mike Nichols to cast her in the film Silkwood, earning Cher her first Oscar nomination. She continued to choose unconventional and challenging roles, such as playing a mother of a severely disfigured child in Mask, 1985. Her artistic journey reached its peak with Moonstruck, 1987, for which she won the Academy Award for Best Actress. Her victory was a powerful statement to every critic who had ever doubted her talent. Cher's ambition extended far beyond the stage, building a business empire while simultaneously embracing a bold rock avatar in her music. In the 80s, she scored massive rock-infused hits like I Found Someone and Just Like Jesse James. Her most defiant moment came with the music video for If I Could Turn Back Time, where her decision to wear a see-through net body stocking was so controversial that MTV and VH1 were forced to air it only after 9 p.m. Cher faced massive public shaming, but she refused to apologize, solidifying her persona as an artist who sets her own rules, regardless of age or critics. In business, she released a best-selling fitness book, Forever Fit, successful workout videos, and a popular fragrance line, notably Uninhibited. Despite her success, Cher was constantly involved in lawsuits and contract disputes. The most persistent controversy was the relentless media scrutiny over her dramatic appearance changes, leading to widespread and often cruel rumors and public accusations of excessive plastic surgery. She used her silence and defiance to turn the scrutiny into a powerful form of resistance. On January 5, 1998, the world was shocked by the sudden death of her first husband, Sonny Bono, who was then serving as a U.S. congressman. He died in a skiing accident in Lake Tahoe when he tragically hit a tree. Despite their messy divorce and years of tension, Cher was profoundly affected. She delivered a now iconic, deeply personal and tearful eulogy in Congress. She acknowledged their complicated history, but powerfully emphasized his importance as the most unforgettable person in her life, the father of her child, and the partner who launched her dreams. This public display of grief and forgiveness showcased her immense human complexity. Following Sonny's death, Cher faced a critical professional moment while battling chronic fatigue syndrome, CFS, a debilitating illness that doctors feared would permanently end her career. At the age of 58, she released the album Believe, 1998. This album was Cher's ultimate fight for survival. Believe not only topped charts worldwide, but famously introduced the auto-tune vocal effect to the mainstream, redefining pop music for a new century. The success of the song was a stunning announcement. The phoenix had risen again, stronger and more relevant than ever. This success led to her massive Living Proof, The Farewell Tour 2002. This tour, intended to be her last, became one of the longest-running and highest-grossing tours in history. This joke that Cher's farewell never ended perfectly encapsulated her defiance of retirement and her incredible endurance. Cher's commitment to her children remains paramount. With Chaz Bono, she faced the harsh glare of fame on her family life. When Chaz publicly transitioned to male, Cher initially struggled with acceptance. However, she transformed her personal challenge into powerful public advocacy. She became one of the most visible and influential LGBTQ rights supporters, using her massive platform to promote acceptance and understanding. In the modern era, Cher remains a fighter. She is famous for her social media presence as the Twitter Queen, using her platform to passionately advocate for human rights, political justice, and democracy. Her candid, often all-caps and unapologetic voice ensures she is never silent. In 2017, she faced another loss with the death of her second husband, Greg Almond, at the age of 69 due to complications from liver cancer. Although divorced decades earlier, the bond between them remained. Cher publicly mourned him, reflecting on their passionate, tumultuous history, and proving that love, even fractured, leaves a permanent mark. Cher is not merely an icon or a legend. She is a cultural phenomenon whose legacy is built on the art of survival. From the depths of bankruptcy to the heights of an Oscar, From battling severe illness to dominating global charts at 50, she has shattered every glass ceiling placed over women in entertainment. She once said, "I have always taken risks, and I don't believe in fear." Her life is a symphony of glamour and pain, love and loss, applause and silence. Cher taught the world that reinvention is not weakness, but the ultimate strength. She is living proof that time cannot erase those who refuse to be erased. If Cher's incredible life story, her courage and her triumphs have sparked a memory for you, or revived a special moment in your own life, then please subscribe to this channel and don't forget to like this video. We'll continue to bring you insider stories and detailed sagas of legends whose journeys and deepest truths have perhaps never been shared in quite this way. Stories of survival, resilience, and endless reinvention. Your love and support are our greatest strength.